guys? It's Benny. Throughout the world, there are iconic buildings that represent the seat of power, like the Kremlin in Russia or Buckingham Palace in the UK, the Reichstag in Germany, and so on and so forth. Parliaments, congresses, capitals, palaces, all around. And all of them combined don't hold a candle to the Oval Office. The Oval Office is the definition of the most single powerful office on Earth. The magnitude of it, the grandeur of it, and just the sheer control, not only of the global economy, but of course the world's largest military, and, well, the legendary status. What's happened inside of the Oval Office. Trump's Oval Office, of course, embracing that golden age feel with some very nice touches. We particularly like the Benjamin Franklin. We like the decor. We like the look and the vibe. Donald Trump, of course, splashing out on the new version of Air Force One that he wants to have built. Look at that thing. It is a beauty. So, ladies and gentlemen, using the Oval Office, of course, is a massive honor, and it connotes and channels absolute energy and dominance from its occupant. And maybe that's why they shoved Joe Biden into a fake Oval Office with a teeny little plastic desk, a little water cup. Because Joe Biden wasn't actually president, because he wasn't actually legitimate. Maybe the oligarchs were making a point here. They were humbling Joe Biden, which is why they forced him into these positions. You rarely ever saw Joe Biden from the Oval Office. You always saw him humiliated, sitting inside of his fake White House set, looking completely and totally lost. So sad. Little staffers milling about. Joe Biden getting his fake shot and his fake White House with his fake little desks. It's humiliating. Why would they do it? What were they trying to tell you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, nothing good, but certainly something about Joe Biden's presidency. Look how embarrassing this is. Could you imagine using this when you had this? Joe Biden was forced. It was a practice in humiliation. Why the White House built a fake Oval Office set for Joe Biden? The set features fake windows that display a digital view of the White House Rose Garden. Then on Wednesday, the president held another event with a virtual gathering of business leaders. In the same digital windows, there were displays. These events did not take place in the White House itself, but in an auditorium in the executive office building complex. Again, further insults. As you can see here, the fake set included digital screens where if Joe Biden's talking about shipping containers, they could put shipping containers in there. What a disaster. Alina Habba, one of our favorites, called out Joe Biden from his fake desk. Alina Habba took over the entire fake set. Donald Trump has never once and never would allow himself to be put inside of the fake White House. Joe Biden was in there constantly on a day-to-day basis. Alina Habba explaining that she has taken over Joe Biden's fake-ass White House set.
I just finished a show. Look at the room that they put me in. We're in Biden's fake Oval Office, everybody. And I've actually figured this out. I now know why. I now get it. Turn the camera around. There is a screen, teleprompter to the face. All I can say is the last administration was a disgrace.
Disgrace? What show did she finish? Oh, was it our show? Oh, hell yeah. It was our show. You're damn right. Alina Habba making a lot of news on our program. Talking about Epstein, talking about Joe Biden's fake life. How Joe Biden had executive orders signed via Autopen. So fake-ass signatures that Joe Biden, I guess, potentially illegal signatures that won't count on executive orders or laws that Joe Biden signed. Here's Alina Habba breaking a lot of news on the program. I don't think that there's even a compass left with Joe Biden. There, you were talking about how Joe Biden had sort of a fake presidency, right? That was run by fiat. Now there's reporting out that apparently Autopen
Auto
signed
signatures.
the vast majority of the documents from the Biden administration. Here from the New York Post, Biden used Autopen signatures on most White House documents, raising concerns of his awareness. According to the Oversight Project, that Autopen was used while Joe Biden was on vacation to commute sentences of criminals.
Not good.
And it was signed. It was listed signed in Washington, D.C. So
yeah, and I want to see if the pardons were signed with an auto signature, because honestly, I would challenge the validity of that.
Really?
If you do not have the mental capacity to sign your signature to something and you're not actually signing it, I would challenge the ability to enforce that document. I think that there is a real problem here. Speaker Johnson spoke today. I just heard him on the news relaying that he had a conversation with the president about President Biden about something he had signed, and he had no recollection of what it was, had truly no recollection of signing it, probably because he did not. So I would want to know a couple things. Number one, did Jill have the auto signature pen? Who was authorizing it? Why was it used? Why are these valid documents? If the executive branch, if the commander in chief did not know what he was signing, how are they valid? If he didn't actually approve them, how are they valid? There's a lot of things there that are concerning to me on such a serious level. And then we have a president now that's just able to answer every question off the cuff, walk in the back of the plane, take tough questions, answer them without a problem, knows everything about every department under him, running the government fully and actively, and opens his doors on a regular basis to answer those questions and address things that he signs. So I have real concerns about it. I'm not surprised, but it's very concerning.
As an attorney, like forging a signature is obviously a very serious crime. You can't uphold a document if it was fraudulent, if the individual didn't sign it or have any understanding of this is what power of attorney is, actually. And so are you making the case, some legal scholars at Heritage Foundation have made this case, that these executive orders or laws that Joe Biden signed may not actually be valid if he, in fact, didn't sign them?
I think if you sign any document and you don't have capacity, the mental capacity and inability to know what you're signing, it does challenge the validity of a document. It's not something that I've looked into as of yet. Obviously, this is new news, but I will definitely be recommending that we look into it. I think that it's strange. I would really like to know, most importantly, who signed it, if he knew that it was being signed. Obviously it's not a fake signature, it's an auto signature, but the point is, it's inappropriate. You are the commander in chief. This is big deal stuff that you're doing. And to see that most were auto signatures, that's concerning. That's really concerning. We have to look into it.
It's really concerning. We have to look into it. I mean, we've covered this on the program, that the vast majority of Joe Biden's signatures were not his. They were done via machine. This is according to reporting from the Heritage Foundation Government Accountability Project, that matched all of the Biden signatures, including some major pardons that were supposedly done in Washington, D.C. when Joe Biden was vacationing in St. Croix in the Bahamas. What the hell is that about? So how does that Biden even stand up? Who was signing these documents? Who was behind it? Who was authorizing it? What universe can Joe Biden not even write his own name? Well, we all watched it. It was a fake world. It's a totally despicable moment in American history. You were lied to. You were lied to by an administration that hates you, that disgraces your country, and that believes that they were more powerful than the president of the United States. And Donald Trump's just riding that ship. There's no doubt who's actually in charge, ladies and gentlemen. We're happy that Donald Trump does not and will never use that fake-ass Oval Office. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.